G'day guys, welcome back to the forest. It's been a couple of weeks since last video went up. Just got back from work yesterday and literally just got back out to the block a couple of minutes ago. Looks like we've had a fair bit of rain out here, but hopefully up the hill here where we've got to get this driveway in won't be too bad. So in this video the pros are coming with all the earthworks gear to properly put in our driveway, get some nice gravel down, and then we'll actually be able to get full access up to where the house is going to be. So that's something to look forward to. Let's go. Alright, so as I said, it's been a couple of weeks since I was out here, and excavator's still here, which is the bonus. It looks like we've had quite a bit of rain recently, although it's not quite as wet as the day I left here when I got bogged on this hill with the van, but should be able to get up there, no worries. So my plan of attack, I've got a couple of days up my sleeve until the guys rock up to do the actual driveway. So we met with our architect yesterday and everything's pretty much sorted. The last thing we just have to be 100% on is what the ground is going to be like around. Ooh, birds everywhere. What the ground is going to be like right next to or right under where the house is going to go. So it looks pretty rocky, but we're not sure whether we're going to be able to just dig it off or if we're going to have to just whack a slab straight on top and do like a elevated slab. So my plan is I'm 80% of the way there from last video when I got the excavator up through there. So I'm just going to try and just make a bit of a rough track all the way up onto the top and push my way over to where the house is going to be, and then have a little bit of a dig there. If the rocks come off in little slabs or if they're sort of bouldery, then we're going to be able to get about, I think he said about half a metre. If we can take half a metre off the top of that hill, then we can pretty much have the house sitting down nicely on the hill, and it won't take too much dirt to come in and fill if we have to do like a raised slab. Otherwise the whole house is going to be right up in the air, and we're going to have to bring a lot of dirt in to artificially make the slope away from the house, so it's not just stairs to get up into it everywhere. So that's the plan. We're going to try and get the excavator all the way up to where the house is going to be. It's still going to be, gets pretty thick up on top of the hill there, so it's going to take a bit of work, and see if I can't get that done the next couple of days and over the weekend before Monday when they rock up with all the big gear. And once they come, if I've got a bit of a track in there, I can get them to quickly duck up there with the 14 tonner and see if they can't rip a little bit of the rock off. I think it'll be okay because everything we've come across so far has just been sort of bouldery. Haven't been any big slabs of rock that I haven't been able to move. So if it's just sort of, there's a lot of rock, but if it's just bouldery and we can get it off, no worries. That'll save us a lot of time down the track with the actual house slab and such. So yep, that's the plan. And also if we can get the driveway done in reasonable time, I'm going to get the shed area for the shed slab cleared, because that's going to be our first priority, trying to get the shed built so we've got somewhere to store all of our stuff, the excavator and also everything we've got in the container. As soon as we get a shed, we're going to have a bit of room to move. So alright, I've got a bit of fresh diesel, going to top up the excavator and then get it up the hill and get stuck into it. You! Okay. So I just top this up. Every time I come out, bring another 20 litres of fuel. Just keep it topped up because obviously there's no fuel bowser out here. So it's been pretty good on fuel. Doesn't use that much diesel really, for how much work we've already done with it. It's been pretty good. Okay. There we go. That's it. That's our stick rake that we got. I don't know if I showed that in the last video. I might not have. I'm going to grab that as I go up, because this excavator is probably not going to come back out from up there now, depending on how we go this week. So I'll take that up there. All the other buckets and the ripper are already way up the hill, and then I don't have to keep driving it up and down the hill every time I start and finish. So I'll grab that. You can see here. So I was saying it's sort of bouldery. These are all the boulders that I ripped out on the last video. We're going to do something with them. And we make a bit of a rock wall or something, because there's going to be absolutely tons of these. This one here was the biggest one I managed to hook out. I sort of more just dug this one out and then rolled it. It'd be pretty heavy, I reckon, but yeah, I don't think I'll be moving anything too much bigger than that. But it depends once we get right up the hill here where the house site's going to be, if it's rocks like this or if it's just big sheets of rock. But we're sort of thinking it's sheets of rock, but we're hoping that it's not going to be sheets of rock, just for the ease of excavation. So righto, I'll get up the hill and keep trying to make a bit of a track. Righto, this is where I got to last week, or week before. That's that big old tree. A few people have said looks like I might need to come down, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think the Jen's not going to want that one to come down, but we'll see. So this is where I got to, and got to work out exactly where we're going to go for this last bit. So it's somewhere this way, but we're almost level. Straight at the top of this hill up here is where the houses are going to be, but on our design the driveway sort of comes past, does a bit of a turn once we get up onto the plateau just up the top here, and then comes back towards the house, and then shed is over in this direction. We've got a little bit of flat land to have some chooks and some garden beds and all the rest of it. You might be able to just see it coming into the picture now. There's a piece of orange tape on a tree up there, and that mark is our survey point. So it's our point of reference for all of our plans. There it is. So oh, some dead wood up top here, but all this is going to get cleared because it's almost flat where we are now. So the driveway will come up, slowly bend around this way, workshop over there, nice cleared area, house just up on the hill there. So this is where we're going to live, pretty much. Just got to get up here. That'll do me for today. Got a fair bit in. Starting to try and push these two big trees over, and of course one falls onto the other one. Don't have enough power to push them both over together, so I'll spend a bit of time tomorrow messing around with them. Might just cut that one with the chainsaw and let them fall over, because they're the last two big ones, or bigger ones, right in the middle of where the drive's going to be, and the rest look pretty small in comparison, just those tall skinny ones. So yeah, walk all the way back down to the main road now. But, yeah, I mean it's still a pretty rough track in, but it's a start for the guys with the big gear when they get here. Every little bit that I do is saving a bit of time. It's sort of good that I've done it, because you can see here there's a few sort of weeping wet bits where I'm guessing the water's running down through the hill, so it's good to see those bits. I'm sure they'll put some culvert or some sort of drainage in. There's a couple along here, and I mean there's a fair bit of rain up here last week, so it's probably good to see the spots that are going to need it. Anyway, head off and back up here for the weekend tomorrow, so see you then.
Time to return to your friends.
You should open it for me.
No, I don't want to. They're your friends.
Looks clear.
I don't believe you. They're in there. Good luck.
Oh. I don't feel anything.
Nice spidey friends. Definitely your job.
Alright, it's the weekend and the whole family's out here, aren't we? So,
Puppies?
just got to get the chainsaw out of the container and head back up to where we were and try and get those big trees. Uh-oh. What did you find?
Shotgun shell.
Oh, looks like it's been there for a while.
Yeah.
There's lots of rubbish in this road. Come on. What are you doing? Let's go. Take these dogs through a little bit of a bushwalk before we put them back in the car while we run on the excavator. They love it.
Oh, and there's a creek.
It's somewhere.
I hear it. Oh. Who are you?
Somewhere there's some tweeters up there.
I don't see him.
There's a little bit of a creek going under this road down here. Heard it running yesterday. Can't quite hear it now. You can hear the birds.
Where is he?
Oh, good boy. What is that? Big fresh nugget.
Where? Oh, that's yuck. That looks like
That's not
spotted tail
Carly.
quail.
Yeah, that was already there.
That's spotted tail quail.
That's fresh nugget.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
another. It's another quail poo.
Yeah, Vienna nearly rolled in it.
Spotted tail quail.
Yep. Don't you roll in
Don't even think about it, Carly.
that. Come on.
Oh, there's more poo there.
Yeah, that one looks like devil poo.
That looks like devil.
It's all fluffy.
Wow.
Well, wildlife hunting. So I said we've got to get those trail cameras. He's coming to say hello.
That's yucky. I don't want you. No, no, no. You are not wanted. Yucky. Gross.
Got the chainsaw. We'll try and get these two big trees. Oh, God. It's just...
Kookaburra Saturday.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's even more stuck.
Don't walk under it.
Oh, no. Now you've got 2 trees stuck instead of only 1. Start again. Oh, boy. Oh. No, it's stuck. All right, plan B.
These are the 2 biggest ones we had to move.
What's plan B?
You get up there and jump on it.
No.
Oh, another day, and we're all out here again with the big old van. As Jen bought some tables and chairs for the bush. I'm sure you've got a plan.
I do.
They're going to go somewhere. And oh, that's nice, Vienna. Thanks for that. So I'll get these unloaded and get in stuck into another day's work. Alright, back into it. Jen's got a spot. Just letting it warm up. Try and get these trees out of the road. That's back down the driveway and then keep going that way. Well, that's pretty much it for today. We got a fair way. It's pretty hard going through here, so I didn't clear it too well, but just wanted to make a rough track and get back up onto our plateau. So as you can see, there's our tree with the ribbon. That's our survey marker. And this is where we're going to have a house. So, yeah, there it is, our marker. So, house over there, driveway coming around, shed over in there. Whew, we made it. Well, today's the day. Just had a phone call. They're already waiting up at the block for me. We got our times mixed up. So there's probably trucks all down the sides of the road everywhere. So I'm quickly fanging up there now. Go and let these guys in and we can start getting some driveway going. So, phew. Well, they're here. But first hurdle, the loaded truck and excavator couldn't get up our existing bit of driveway. You can see it's a little bit slippery and a bit clayey, so they're going to unload at the bottom, and we're just hoping that they'll be able to drive the truck up with all the dirt on it once we get a few loads of gravel. But he might fix this bit of drive up on his way, even though it's a shared driveway, this one, but we'll fix it up. So there's always something. Just a little bit bigger than the little 6-tonner. Alright, Greg's just fixing up our entry existing driveway, just tidying that up a bit. Had a little bit of clay on the edges and that's what they were slipping on, so he's going to fix that up, and then they'll be able to get the truck right at the top here with the 7 million tons of gravel. So he's going to fix that, and then we're going to start actually getting the driveway going. So it's all about to start happening, as you can see. Jeez, must mean it's official. All right. Just hooking out rocks and trees like they're little twigs and pebbles. It's supposed to be fine today, but it's a bit of rain's come out of nowhere. Not that it'll affect any work happening today because we're not bringing the gravel in yet, so just going to make things a little bit slippery. Oh. He's not mucking around, he's been going for only an hour or so. It's already out of sight. So, just clearing a bit of a nice sweeping bend, and then come back through and clean it up. But, whew. Big old boulder. Woo. Don't think I would have been moving that one with the little 6-tonner. No chance. There. Woo. Welcome to the mess. But he's up at our house site. So we'll go and have a look and see how hard it is to dig, because that's going to determine how high our house is going to be. So we'll go have a look. Too bad there's a lot of dirt still, not just rock. Still boulders. Because it's good so far. Everyone was sort of thinking this was just going to be a rock shelf. But if they end up just being boulders like this, and we can cut the top off, it's going to make putting a slab down a lot easier. So well, it's definitely some big rocks. Nice. Within the next couple of hours we're going to have a house pad. It's crazy. And this is sort of get a bit of a view once this area's cleaned up and we process all this timber. Shed's going to be over here somewhere, and then there'll be a nice big turning circle back down the driveway where we just punched up. So I mean, it's a pretty big mess at the moment, but once we clean it up a bit, it's only going to get better from here. So the other operator's back down at the start of the driveway, and he's got the big claw on his machine, and he's processing all the timber as he comes up. So at least there won't be too much of a mess that we'll have to deal with at the end. So, but you can see my little digger through there. Just looks like a little toy after watching these guys go at it today, but I guess that's why you pay to get the pros in, because made short work of it. So fingers crossed, keeps going well up there, and we don't come across any more rock, because if we can, as we said, take about 400 mil off the top of that hill, it's going to make our build way easier. So fingers crossed it all comes off nice, but we'll find out very shortly. Sorry trees, got to push a couple over to make a house site. We've got plenty left. Funny now that there's a little bit of a clearing, and this afternoon sun is just streaming in. So this is what we were talking about with the architect. You get all the afternoon sun on our solar panels in the house. So it's opened right up, nice and sunny now. So the house up the top there, it's going to be a great little spot. Woo, there's a big one. Making light work of it. And there's actually a decent bit of soil here we found. Not all rock, so That's a little bonus. Might be able to plant some good veggies after all. Well, the boys have just taken off for the day, but that's a huge first day. We have got tons of progress, so back tomorrow. Another day of clearing and processing timber, and then probably the day after, depending on weather, we'll start getting some gravel. So she's all happening, but now home time. They already started on the driveway here. They brought a couple of nice big pipes there for a bit of a culvert. So start from one end and head back up the house. It's finding a good little bit of dirt there as well. I didn't think there was going to be much, but that's nice. So he's processing all the timber, and I'm going to walk up the driveway with the chainsaw and just cut it into lengths for him, and then it'll make things go a bit quicker. And we just had a little win. He just got a phone call, and someone asked him what we were doing with all the small timber, and looks like we've already sold it. So that's one way to recoup a little bit of cost. So we're going to stack it all up in lengths, ready for a truck, and someone's going to buy it, come pick it up. This gives us a bit of money back, and we also clean up the site. So, I mean, there's so much firewood here, like we're never going to get through it. So that's a bit of a win. So I'm going to keep walking up here and start cutting all this timber up into lengths. There's not a heap just here, but once we get back up the top there where the house site is, there's going to be hundreds of trees down, so definitely make a bit of money back on the excavation. So happy days. The bit to clean up through here, starting to get a little bit steeper, and we just got to widen it a little bit too so we can dig it, but getting there. Whew. Well, had to knock down a couple of extra trees, so I'm just going to go clean them up, ready to pick up. But look at this driveway starting to form up. She's looking pretty good. Haven't even had to bring the gravel in yet, but it's starting to be pretty nice. I mean, there's no way I would have been able to get it this good, but yeah, pretty happy with this. Whew. As I said, the driveway's got to be good enough for fully loaded concrete trucks to be able to get up to where the house is going to be, so yeah, couldn't just be a bit of a dirt track. It's got to be a proper drive, so that's nice. All right, we're going to trim up these trees and yeah, then they can stack them. Well, I've finally managed to ding my chainsaw blade against a rock or something, so that's blunt. So I'm going to put the chainsaw down for a bit and sort of just standing around now, getting the road filming. So, it's a big rock. But yeah, they're powering on, probably halfway. Getting up to the really rocky, sort of crappy bit. So I'll just wander about and get in the road and try and film a little bit. Of course, they had all the gear to sharpen a blade in their cab, so give it a quick sharpen and get back into it. Much better. Definitely found a bit of a spring here. It's very wet, so he's putting a drain across this section here. Seems to be seeping out of the hill. So it's all pretty wet through here. Lots of clay. Lovely. But good news is it's dry again. It's just this one little part here and then it, yeah, dries off up there. Well, second day nearly done. They're doing a pretty nice job. Have a look at this. Unreal. Very good. So another day or so, we'll be right up to the house. I'm excited to see how it looks when it's cleared out around the house site. So we're getting there. You could definitely drive a car up now, but they still got to dress it with gravel, and we got a driveway, so might call it for the day and back at it tomorrow. Well, another day, more progress. So the boys have already been up here for the morning. I had to duck into town for a bit of a follow-up about my back, which is another long story we won't get into, but walking up the drive now and it's all coming together. So I think they're nearly up to the house site. We had a little bit of rain overnight, so it's a bit mushy, but I've been busy. So probably by this afternoon we'll be working out where buildings are going to go, hopefully, but Ooh, this is quite mushy, but as I said, hopefully it dries out a bit before they lay the gravel. So, ooh, it's squishy. You can see we've got like the big drain cut down the side, and this was that wet bit, and he's put quite a bit of fill in, dragged off the hill up there and got the culvert through underneath, so when it does seep out of that hill it can flow off down there, so it's nice. So for now I'm going to get off the camera, get my saw out and see if I can't be of some sort of use. Well, nearly up to where my digger is, and that's our house site, so almost to the top, which is right there. Made it up to the digger, onto the flat, on the home stretch. Well, it's another day down. Boys are just finishing up, and we're up on the plateau. So this time tomorrow we're going to have a nice living area cleared out, enough room to have some gardens and chooks and all the rest of it, so we'll clear out a bit of room, and yeah, we're getting there, but calling it, so see you tomorrow. Good morning. Back into it. So today we won't film heaps, but by the end of the day, there's our little marker. I dare say we'll have most of this area cleared out, ready for organising our shed and driveway turning circle and the house. So let the work begin. Well, another half day, she's all coming together. Not being very helpful at the moment. I was waiting for him to give me a couple more trees to cut up, but you can sort of see where we're going now. So that's our driveway in. There'll be a nice big turning circle here. House up close to where that digger is. Shed will be just over here, and we're lucked out. There's actually not a bad amount of soil up on top. We thought it was just going to be all rock. But yeah, we might be a bit lucky. We mightn't have to bring too much soil in, so happy days. I didn't actually finish off the other day, but we just took off because yeah, the day was getting long and I forgot to film. But it's the weekend now, and I'm about to head up and clean up before the guys come back tomorrow. And it's, as you can see, bloody cold morning. Bit of ice, bit of frost, so I dare say it's going to be freezing out the block, but go and get it done. I've just got to cut up all the rest of the trees that we pushed over, ready for them to clean it up first thing Monday, because the more I do now, the quicker it's going to be Monday. So heading out there in the cold and cut some trees up. We just walked up the hill with all of our chainsaws and stuff, and obviously got a frost out here this morning. That is crispy. Woo. Righto, so we're just going to clean up this a little bit, cut some stumps off and get ready for tomorrow. Try and sort this mess out.
I'm doing what I used to do in Canada. Just wearing gloves. But my hands are too cold. I can't put my fingers in the fingers.
Freezing.
Can you see my breath?
No.
Oh, really?
It's cold.
It's cold.
And there's a bit of a breeze as well, which makes it even worse. But you get that winter in Tassie. Can't complain too much. All right, just got to start working so we can warm up. Woo. Oh, that's enough for a day. Oh, it's hard work, but pretty much everything's cut up, and boys will come back through first thing tomorrow and just clean this up in about half hour. So now that everything's cut, she's yeah, ready to go. So I'm gonna call it today because I'm buggered, and see you tomorrow. Well, back into it. Another frosty morning. It's almost like being in Canada. So it's clean up time. Stacking logs, cleaning up, and then we can start on some house site and shed site. So good to see though. It's I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning or something, and you can see up there the house is going to be. It's already in sunshine, so it's good to know. And the shed's going to be probably just here somewhere in another half hour or so, and probably once we clear these trees back a tiny bit more, the sun will just come above the trees, bang, hit the shed, hit the solar, free power. But for now I'm going to jump back on the chainsaw. We're going to finish cleaning this up, and then we'll come back to you once I get a bit more progress to show. Woo. Well, nearly the end of the day. Just cleaning up a couple of trees down there, but we have a bit of a spin round here. It's just been a big day of cleaning up today. So processed all the timber. Got a nice big pile of crap here that's got to go up in flames tomorrow. A couple of nice big piles. And if I swing around the corner, look at over there, beautiful. We've got another decent pile here. Woo. I'll move back a bit. That is a massive pile. So, lots of cleaning up. But this area up around the house now starting to open up. So, once we can get it really cleaned out, then we can start having a bit of a dig and just see how deep these rocks go and if they'll come out or not. So yeah, that's our house site. Sort of looks like a big area, but I mean, once the house fills up all of this area and then the shed fills up where the digger is just there, driveway coming in, chooks, orchard, we've only sort of cleared the bare minimum for what we need. So plus the hundreds of plants that Jen's bought that are going to go back in the ground. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of planting in our future. So, but that's about it for today. Tomorrow, finish cleaning up, and it's burn day. Get these piles up, that'll clear it out, and then we'll see where we're at. So see you tomorrow. Oh, good morning. Welcome to the frost again. She's burn day. So registered the fire with Tas Fire, trying to get it going. See if we can melt some frost away. Fire's going. Shed site's cleared, apart from the logs. And now, very exciting, we're about to see if we can flatten out this house pad up the hill here, or if we're going to be having to do a big slab above ground. So we'll see how tight these rocks are, and fingers crossed, hope for the best. Oh yeah, there's some rocks in there, but they're coming. It's just going to be if we hit one massive shelf or not. So these little boulders, it's going to be good. But oh, there's some big ones in there. Morning guys. So we had a good dig yesterday arvo through these rocks up where our house has got to go, and it's not great news. Turns out that there's some massive big boulders in the top here, and they're a bit too big to move. They're all sort of slotted down like teeth. Good thing is, I suppose, that it's not just a big shelf. Yeah, it's not a big shelf of rock, they're just boulders. I'll just getting up here now to show you. So if I spin around here, so you can see they're all separate sort of boulders, but they're just too big to move. They're like jammed in next to each other. Even that one we could get wobbling, but couldn't get it out. So this whole area needs to come down 1/2 metre so we can have a flatter house pad. So we're gonna have to blow it up basically. So a guy came up yesterday arvo that these guys knew, and yeah, he's just gonna put some charges in them and blow them to bits. So not gonna be able to do that for a few weeks, so the actual house bit is put on pause for now. But it could have been worse. It could have been a full rock solid just shelf of rock, but they're just boulders, so they'll probably just crack open pretty easy, and then we'll be able to get this a little bit more level, because if we couldn't get that bit down, this back corner of the house was going to be 1.5 meters up in the air. So doesn't seem like much until you realise we're working with a concrete slab, so we don't want a concrete slab 2 meters in the air. But yeah, today's plan is just to burn this other pile of treetops. Well, another day down. Not heaps of filming today, but a bit of progress. We've got this big old fire cranking, so that's burning down nicely, and we've sort of taken out a bit of a buffer. This will be down in front of our house, so taking out a few trees there just for the, well, we're going to have a bit of a cleared area for the bushfire rating, so we'll see where it ends up once the actual house goes into place. But for now, just while we've got the machines here, cleared a bit of that out, which is good. And I think they've started doing a bit of gravel down the bottom, so that'll be all day tomorrow. getting the gravel in before probably a bit of rain the day after. So yeah, bit of gravel tomorrow, and that'll be good progress. So see you then. Alright guys, one of the last days out here till I go back to work, but she's all happening as it has every other day. As you can see here, starting to get a bit of gravel, bit of rock. This bit was really soft, so putting a good base down, and you can sort of see up here like an underlay cloth to hold it all together, and then get the nice gravel on top of this. So that's all coming together. We got all the last of our fires burning up the top, and the last of the trees have come down. So heaps of progress. Yeah. Whew. One machine packed up, driveway's coming along nice. Right. Well, doesn't quite look like our block. Quick weekend away finally. Down the east coast, what are we doing?
Removing sea spurge and collecting up all the rubbish. Although we're in pristine Tasmania, so there really isn't much.
No, it's pretty good. So we're just joining in with all these guys. It's the annual sea spurge cleanup weekend, and there's actually not much because they've been smashing it every year. But good excuse to come on a bit of a pretty average Tasmanian beach.
I think this puffer jacket is misleading.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
It's lovely today.
So, and you might not be able to see it, but the lighthouse right in the distance is where we're finishing up, about 6 k's. So, quick couple of days away from work.
To do work.
One more day at the block on Monday, and then I'm off to work. So, yeah, we're going to do a bushwalk, and yeah, see you later. Well, back to the block. It's a fly out day for me, and pulled enough trees down for this video. Thought we'd finish it off by putting some back in the ground. First plants.
Special day.
Special day. So we've been fixing up the turning circle sort of island, and I've had a bit of a dig through this with the rake on the excavator, so it's not too bad. We've got a bit of cleaning up to do here, and then Jen's got some trees to put back in the ground.
Special trees.
Special trees. So
Better show them off.
Well, we'll show them off.
Okay, good.
Right, so we're just going to have a bit of a dig, clean this up, and then get ready to drop them in the ground.
Ooh. They're not very big though. I managed to dig around them.
What do we got?
Eucalyptus cesia, silver princess. Big. Not super pot bound.
Yeah.
You have to be Careful lifting it because the roots aren't going to hold it very well. I'll step on that. Can you step on that end? No? Okay. Okay. There you go, buddy. Right, stand him up straight. I'll put this nice stuff in the bottom.
Number one of probably thousands.
No doubt. Look at the buds though.
They'll open soon.
And look. Here. Show him.
There she comes.
That's what it's going to look like.
Yeah. Very soon.
Very soon. Go, buddy, go.
So I just got to drag a bit of this back to feel around him. And then we've got another one to go over there if we can find a spot in between rocks.
Where do you want to go in? I can move this bag in my jacket.
Alright, number two. What do we got?
Flowering gum, but not just your average flowering gum. It's a somewhat rare, hard to find orange one. So we have two colors today, orange and red. If anyone knows where to get a pink one, let me know. That's the last color we're missing.
So we're basically just trying to dig holes in amongst the rock, trying to find a good spot, and we found one here. Put a bit of nice soil, mixed it with the bush soil, and now try and get out of the pot. So put this camera down if I can, and we'll try and get out of the pot. Okay. Well, that came up all right. Yeah.
Go, you good thing.
Got one there, and that one from before.
And the one behind you.
And now we just got to try and find a spot for that one over there in those rocks. And then we're done.
Woo.
Righto, last one. What do we got?
Red flowering gum.
So same as the last one, but red.
But red.
Oh.
And these are going to bring in all the birds. So they stop hanging out way over there.
Way
Start
up high.
hanging out right in here, near the house. Ooh, look at that. It's only been in this pot a few weeks.
Ready to grow.
Amazing. It needs even more space than I thought. Hold on, buddy. Okay. There you
Nice.
go. He's going to need a new stake soon. Okay. I'll backfill him.
Keeping this one up a little bit higher because there's pretty bad clay here.
Yeah.
We're digging a bit of a trench because one of our previous houses was thick clay. We planted a heap of plants and then it poured with rain and they all drowned. So we'll keep
a little
them.
bit frost burned. But
Yep, because we're expecting 40 mils of rain tomorrow. That's why we don't have any water up here. So they're going to get rained on tomorrow. But
it's good.
that's pretty much it. I think we'll finish the video there. Got a bit of progress last few weeks. Yeah, knocked down a couple thousand trees and put 3 back in the ground. So 4?
It's the fourth
Oh, you got one more to go, just a little ground cover, but we'll finish here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next video we're gonna have this driveway finished and we're going to be doing a bit of blasting on the slab pads, so that'll be exciting. And then it's on to getting the shed built and getting stuff happening. So thanks for watching and we will see you next time. Cheers.